besonderes Remake. Ja, das ist irgendwie der in dem einen Post, wo er das Remake vorgestellt hat, hat er, glaube ich, irgendwie geschrieben, dass das RPG-Maker-Zeug nicht ganz so war, wie er die Geschichte halt eben erzählen wollte oder sowas. Irgendwie so, keine Ahnung. Naja, aber das, ja, schauen wir mal, ob's dann nächste Woche geht.
Good morning, every get ready to...
Okay. Ja. Mach mal hier weiter. Haben wir mehr Zeit für. Danganronpa. It took longer than usual for me to open my eyes. I let out a deep sigh to bring myself up the rest of the way. The chills, the aches, the unfathomable lethargy, they had all disappeared in the night. All that was left was me, drenched in sweat. Ah ja, stimmt. Makoto hat ja... Da war ja komisches Maskending mit Messer und dann auf einmal war Kyoko da und keine Ahnung. Vielleicht war es nur ein Traum, vielleicht auch nicht. Stirbt jetzt wer schon. Kann sein, dass wir so weit kommen. Dass wir die nächste... Dass wir dann eventuell entweder heute schon oder dann am Freitag die nächste Beweismittelsammlung machen. It wasn't just because of whatever bug I'd caught either. It was also the dream I'd had. What the hell was that? I mean, was it even really a dream? I was desperate to recall it. I scrambled to grab onto fragments of the dream and reel them up from the depths of my memory. That's right, I remember last night. Wie schon mal gesagt, Makoto, warum schläfst du mit deinem Kapuzenpulli? Zieh den aus, dann schwitzt du nicht im Bett. I came down with a fever and couldn't quite get to sleep. Kapuzenpulli und Jacke. And I heard a voice. I didn't really understand. Kommt zurück now. And then... Pulli ist sehr gemütlich. Gemütlich, ja, aber... halt trotzdem warm. All of a sudden I was awake. And there was a strange person standing next to my bed, wearing a mask. And they were holding a knife. I want to say I fought them off, but I don't actually remember. I feel like my mind had been detached from my body, burning up with fever. I was somewhere far away, watching my body move on its own, and because of that, I don't remember what really happened. But still, I feel like I resisted them desperately, feverishly. After that, things go black again. The next thing I remember... Kyoko was there. But what would she have been doing in my room? What a strange dream. No, was it really a dream? How can I possibly find out either way? Kyoko finden und nachfragen. Is there any way to confirm it? Also, ja. Gucken, ob das Messer noch da ist. I open the desk drawer and... Huh? It's empty. There's nothing inside. Wait, nothing inside? That's strange. Because it definitely wasn't before. I'm positive I put the knife I got from Toko in here. Wait, that means... Dankeschön. Ja, hab mir mehr oder weniger Mühe gegeben. Das Overlay. Auf jeden Fall ein bisschen Zeit reingesteckt. weil Danganronpa wollte Danganronpa Stream ein bisschen besonders machen. Und da hat sich's ganz gut angeboten. Besonders halt wie Danganronpa und so weiter abläuft. The knife they told me to keep safe. I knew it. I just had a feeling. It wasn't a dream after all. But if that's true, this all makes even less sense. Why would someone have wanted to attack me? And who was that behind the mask? And why was Kyoko? What the hell is going on? Well, I don't think I'm gonna figure it out on my own. I should head to the dining hall. Then I can talk to everyone else about it. Okay. Auf geht's.
Hey, Makoto.
Oh, Makoto. Yep, that's Makoto. Says the sky is blue. Hey, no. Wo sind die anderen? You really had me worried, you know. What happened to you last night? Worried?
Because, I mean...
Yeah, right after nighttime hit, we all went to get you. We were hammering away at your doorbell, but you never answered. We thought maybe you'd been, you know... I mean, not that it actually happened. I mean, nobody here would wanna, you know... So anyway, what were you doing? I didn't feel good, so I went right to bed. I had no idea you guys even showed up. Why did you come to get me? Did something happen? Well, lots of stuff, actually. I'm not sure I can really explain.
Okay.
Let's go meet up with everyone else. Then they can tell you all about it. So is everyone waiting somewhere else or something?
That's right.
Yeah, we all stayed up the whole night. The whole night? I lost the rock, paper, scissors, so I had to come get breakfast for everyone.
Okay.
So you got here just in time. Come on, help me carry it. Oh, okay, sure. Everyone's in the gym. Hurry up, I'll meet you there. The gym? Why is everyone in the gym? And the entire night? Okay. Mal gucken, was die gemacht haben. Ah, there he is.
Huh? Oh, hey, Makoto.
This is worse than being late for your wedding, the birth of your son, and your own funeral all at once.
What?
Jeez, to show up now, like it's no big deal. You made us stay up all night while you slept like a baby in your bed. Just like Hina said, everyone was there besides Kyoko. And then I noticed they'd formed a circle around something. As soon as I saw what that something was. What the? Before I could catch myself, I cried out. Spread out in front of them were the remains of Monokuma.
What are you doing? What does it look like? We're dismantling it to see what makes it tick.
Dismantling? But I mean, that's Monokuma you're messing with, right?
Yeah, that's right.
She's not even phased.
Muss mal kurz was schauen. Rex, there's no danger. You say that, but what is this? What are you guys doing? Seriously, what are you thinking? How can you say tearing apart something like that isn't dangerous?
Hey, come on.
Well, I guess I'll handle this. I'll explain what's going on, Makoto. Cause that's how much I like you. Byakuya found this little fella laying around. Then we tore it apart. That doesn't explain anything.
What?
Just before we went to bed last night, I came to the gym to try and talk to Monokuma. I wanted to see if he had any new information about Kyoko's disappearance. And I found him here, just like normal. However, when I found him, he was no more than a regular toy. He didn't react, didn't say a word. You're saying he wasn't moving at all? I waited there until nighttime officially began, but still Monokuma laid there motionless. I gathered everyone up as quickly as possible so they could take a look. Even then, he still didn't make a move. So I immediately initiated the disassembly process. It was master stroke of genius, a chance to find out what made Monokuma tick. One thing we discovered is that he's quite a sophisticated machine. It leaks beyond any normal remote control toy. Who has enough free time to invest in something like that anyway? But besides that, what I'm wondering is, why did he stop moving all of a sudden? I thought maybe he'd malfunctioned, but we didn't find any cause as we were taking him apart. So if he didn't break down...
So in other words...
Then maybe something happened to his puppeteer, the mastermind. Something unexpected. I can't imagine any other possibility. Something unexpected? They were probably so scared of Master, they ran away in terror.
Could it be...
Maybe they got sick or something? But Monokuma made his announcement this morning, right? Who was that, if not the mastermind? I'm sure that's a recording. It's set to a timer and plays as necessary. That's true. He says the exact same thing every day, right?
Hey,
Hey guys, I don't think now's a good time for light conversation.
you know?
I just found something. What is it? It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure.
What?
A bomb? That's super bad. We need to get rid of it. Roger that. It appears the bomb is a motion sensor. Any sudden movements, it's sure to go off.
What?
Motion sensors for serious? I'm starting to get all shaky.
Just a second.
Hey, get it together, you're a man, aren't you? I'm fine, I'm totally fine. You're so not fine. You're all Oh, I personally should have mentioned. The motion sensor is off right now. Jeez, don't scare me like that. God, you're like the world's most spineless worm of the century.
Don't be mean!
Hey, come on, the century is just getting started. Don't call the race already. Whatever, just hurry up and put the bomb down. Hanging on to it's not gonna do anyone any good. Good call.
Well?
Okay, it's down. Everything's all good. Hiro put the bomb down, but that wasn't my main concern at that point. My eyes were glued to Monokuma's remains. He just stopped moving all of a sudden. Was it really because something had happened to the mastermind that they weren't expecting? But what could that have been? When I thought about it, I couldn't help but think back to the night before, being attacked by that masked figure.
Just a second.
Makoto? Huh?
Hey.
Don't hurt us. Did you hear the thing we just said? Huh? So that's a no. What are you, some kind of brain-dead farm animal? Sorry. We're saying, since we're done dismantling Monokuma, what should we do now? And we've decided to continue our offensive assault.
It's all clear now.
To try and uncover the mastermind's true identity, we're going to break into the headmaster's room. Really?
Naturally.
Since the mastermind appears to have stopped all activity, now's our chance, wouldn't you agree? But if the mastermind comes back while we're in there...
What?
If you're scared, you're welcome to stay here by yourself.
What the heck?
I'll go live in the chicken coop with all the other chickens. Can be the chicken number 6.
Such ignorance.
This is a battle, a fight to the death between us and the mastermind. We don't have time to deliberate.
But...
Yeah, I mean, I don't wanna have to kill each other or anyone else, but we have a chance now.
Come on.
So, what are you going to do? Are you going to run away or are you going to fight? You're right, I'll go with you.
It's all clear now.
Okay then, we're going to break into the headmaster's room. Everything comes down to this moment. Anything can happen, so prepare yourselves. For you anyway, master, to all the ends of the earth. Sakura, if you can hear me, lend me your strength.
How about that?
I can do this. I'm a man, I can do this. I've got the will of the entire universe on my side. We each found determination in our own ways, and when we were ready, we left the gym. Our target was the headmaster's room on the 4th floor of the school. Headmaster room. Auf geht's. Right. It's locked as expected. So, what are you gonna do?
What?
Isn't it obvious? We're gonna tear this door off its hinges. Right, but the rules say... We've seen that the mastermind isn't watching us. Those don't matter anymore.
But
like Makoto said, if the mastermind did show up while we were in there...
So, in other words...
Then we'll just have to finish our business before that can happen.
hey,
Okay, sure, but...
What?
We've come this far. We can't back down now. We agreed this is what we have to do. So we have to do it. So beautiful.
I mean...
For serious?
What the heck?
I don't have any choice. We're desperate.
Okay.
Well, let's do it. Let's rip this door down.
Actually...
Reden von V3. Okay, but how are we gonna do that? This thing looks pretty sturdy. Then we will need something sturdy of our own. Oh, what about that one thing? The thing in the tool shed.
Oh, so then...
Oh yeah, the pickaxe.
I see.
Interesting. That could very well be exactly what we need. Now then, Choco, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now.
It's all clear now.
Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01.
What?
That's right, straight up unreasonable. By myself?
Naturally.
Surely, you like to have your me time once in a while, right? Well, if it's a me and you time, master, then yeah.
What?
You know how much time it took you to say that? 10 seconds. Take too long and I'll erase your existence from my consciousness. Unacceptable! With that, Toku ran off, loud as a herd of rabid elephants.
Hey...
For serious though, are we just gonna knock this door down? No problem is solved by running away. Find your stones and be a man. He's right, you can't move forward by always avoiding danger.
If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice.
Hey.
Am I wrong? Even if it's dangerous, we have to overcome the challenges in front of us. Maybe, but I'm still super stressed. I'm so tense, I can hardly talk. I'm all flubbers. No, I'm totally flap stuff.
What?
Fab sauce?
What?
Gross. Where'd that come from? Wait, Jensai, chill. Where'd you come from?
You called for me and so I appear.
I don't know, it's the wondiferous, murdiferous fiend. Here to greet you with a razor-sharp smile.
Come on.
What about the pickaxe? Where is it? I was supposed to pick an axe? No, you seeping imbecile. The pickaxe. You seeping imbecile? Oh, master, you wounded me with your executive level bobs. Bourgeois. Pshaw. Here comes the bloody nose. Seriously though, did you really forget the pickaxe?
Give it a rest.
Omega-3 fatty acids, that's what you need. Great for the old memory factory. I think we already established that their memory doesn't carry over when they switch.
Not possible.
There's a level of uselessness I find difficult to tolerate.
Yes.
The light bulb just went on.
I see.
That's why I went to the garden, right? I was supposed to get the pickaxe. Alright, we've solved one mystery. That means there's just one more mystery left. One more mystery? Yep,
Have
now...
you reached that certain age?
Now we just need to figure out the identity of Object X.
So,
No, what are you talking about? Did you already forget what we were talking about? You're like missing out on life.
You gotta be kidding!
I'm not missing out on life. In fact, I found one in the garden. What? What did you find? Puss.
You SOB!
Did you hear me? I said corpse. A corpse?
Yep.
That's right. I found a corpse in the garden. We found a corpse in the garden.
What did you say?
Well then, before we enter the headmaster's room, it appears we have something else to look into.
Come on.
We're going to the garden. Okay. Die Zunge ist, die ist so. Warum auch immer. As soon as we entered the garden, I saw it. I didn't want to, but... Yay! Neue tote Person. I saw someone laying on the ground with a mask covering their face. And there was a knife buried in their stomach up to the hilt. What the? Are they really dead? For sure, but who is it? Okay, das ging schnell. Cool, dann können wir heute Untersuchungen machen und dann am Freitag sogar schon Verhandlung. Just to make things clear. Last night I was attacked by someone wearing a mask. And whoever that was, now they're... I don't know why, but now they're laying dead in front of me. I told you, there's a corpse hanging up there.
No way!
Are they really dead? Is this really a dead body?
What?
You need to begin looking around right away. However, be ever so careful. There's no telling what you might find. We need to find out who this actually is. There's no way to tell with the mask covering their face like that. And the white coat they're wearing makes it impossible to tell anything about the body itself. The victim was a total mystery. But one thing I do know is that whoever this is, they attacked me last night in my room. But why? How did they wind up dead in here? Their heart isn't beating, they're not breathing. All signs of life have come to a complete stop. Thanks to the knife that's been driven into their stomach, their clothes are stained a bright red. It appears the bleeding was stopped, but the blood that's where... It appears the bleeding has stopped, but the blood that's there is still wet. Be careful you don't touch it and get some on you. How can you be so calm at a time like this? Who is it? Their face and body are all hidden, so I don't have a clue. I'm pretty sure it's a girl, at least. Huh? How can you tell?
Well,
I think I see the outline of her chest and just the general shape of the body. Yeah, the more I look, the more I'm sure it's a girl. Really? Then it could be... Okay then.
yes!
Let's just tear the mask clean off.
Come on.
Wait, don't. But by the time he called out, it was already too late. Toko's hand shot out toward the mask. And in the next instant... BOOM! There was a blinding light and a deafening roar. The body blew up. It blew up. It blew up. It blew up. It blew up. Ja. Jetzt ist es Level 64. Glückwunsch. My vision started to darken. I prepared to pass out. But then...
Come on.
Hurry up, put up the fire. As my consciousness attempted to float away, that voice reached up and pulled it back down to earth. Someone pressed something into my hands. It was a bucket of water. Come on, dump the water on it. Okay. The upper half of the body was on fire. I took aim and tossed the water as hard as I could. Thankfully, that was enough to put out the fire. It died down, leaving behind only the unpleasant smell of burning. I guess they took care of it. But what the hell, man? It exploded?
What did you say?
I had a bad feeling about that body, but I never imagined it would explode. And now the body...
What?
It's burnt to a crisp. That's beyond well done, man. Don't compare it to a steak. I'll never be able to eat steak again. But now that the body's charred, I really have no idea. How are we gonna find out who it was? Who isn't here right now? Huh?
What?
If you consider who's not here, that will quickly narrow down who it must be. There's only one person missing. It's Kyoko. Kyoko? Then the dead body is Kyoko? No, that can't be right. Calm down. I didn't say it was Kyoko.
But
I mean, who else? There is one other person.
In other words,
The mastermind. What?
what?
The mastermind?
What the heck?
Come on, there's no way. The mastermind got charbroiled. Get serious. I agree, normally the idea wouldn't be worth considering. But I have reason to believe it may be true. The mastermind being dead would explain that other matter, wouldn't it? Monokuma can hardly move around if its master is dead, right?
But
that corpse is a girl, right? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, remember what Alter Ego said? So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that she's somewhere in the school right now.
what the heck?
He said the mastermind is some middle-aged dude, right? Which the corpse obviously isn't. Then could that mean the mastermind isn't the headmaster? Is it the teenage girl Kyoko told me about? The ultimate despair?
Huh?
Mukuro Ikozaba, the 16th student at Hope's Peak.
what?
What are you talking about? The other day Kyoko confided in me. She said there was a 16th student here in the school.
What?
I think you'd better tell us everything you know. Well, all Kyoko told me was...
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Gesicht nicht mehr kaputt sein. Eigentlich müsste der komplette Körper mehr kaputt sein, wenn man sich die Explosion anschaut. Aber... Naja, wird ja, also wenn es durch die Explosion nicht zerstört wurde, das Gesicht, das Feuer wurde ja relativ schnell gelöscht. It sounded like Kyoko thinks Mukuro Ikusaba is the mastermind. Kyoko ist auch tot. Ah ja, ist ein Videospiel. Leute überleben sowas schon mal hin und wieder. No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind. I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right.
I see.
There's another student here, and it's a female. That would match the body's characteristics.
So,
And that phrase, the ultimate despair, it sounds super mastermindy, doesn't it?
Could it be?
Okay, so the mastermind is this girl Mukuro, and she's a student here, and she's the ultimate despair? What if she's been hiding here in the school like some teenage Bigfoot? How'd she wind up burnt to a crisp?
What the heck?
Now if this makes any sense, to just suddenly show up and then die? I think we'd better take a closer look at the body. There may be some clues to help us figure out exactly who it is. Hey, wait.
What?
Aren't we forgetting something? You know, Toko.
What?
Oh yeah, she got totally blown up, huh? Forget about her. I'm sure the explosion vaporized her. Oh, she survived. Oh, she survived. Huh? What just happened, Master?
Stop talking.
You declared for the whole world to hear that you would never again inhale a single molecule of oxygen. Oh, then, I don't mind breathing in the carbon dioxide you exhale. It's enough for me to live.
What the heck?
This is the strangest back and forth I've ever seen. Blah, 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 blah. I should take a close look at the body one more time.
So,
Watch out yourself, Makoto. She may be dead, but she's still a girl. Don't worry, I don't plan on touching the body all that much. I'm not Kyoko after all. Hold on, there's something on the ground there. Okay. There's something next to the body. It's a key. Is it what Kyoko took from Monokuma? What did you steal?
So...
I stole this. A key? Weil der Schlüssel und der andere Schlüssel ja genau gleich aussehen. But looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. That's right, the key she stole was shaped like Monokuma. This isn't anything like that. Then this key is...
What?
What is it? Did you find something? Yeah, this was on the ground near the body. Sieht noch relativ neu aus. Keine Explosionszeichen oder so. I've never seen this key before. What could it possibly go to? So even you don't know it then? Makoto, I'm going to give you a very important task.
I see.
That key might give you access to certain areas we thought were locked. You mean...
So in other words...
Biolab, the data center, the headmaster's room and the dorm rooms on the second floor. It's in your hands. So, I'm your errand boy now. Ach, wir dürfen gar nicht weiter gucken. Okay. War hier... da hinten vielleicht. Biolab, genau. Komme ich da rein? Biolab was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. When I went to insert the key I'd found in the garden in the keyhole, the key isn't even close to fitting. Which means the key doesn't go in this room. Okay. Der sieht sehr Data-y aus. Vielleicht Data Lab, Data Center. Ne, es sieht auch nach einem normalen Türschloss aus. Let's give it a shot. Oh! It fits. Oh, okay. This is the key to the data center. I'd managed to unlock the data center! I guess all that running around paid off. I have to go tell everyone else. I immediately headed back to the garden. Warum guckst du nicht erstmal selbst rein, Alter? So you're back. How'd it go? I found out which room the key goes to. It's the data center down on the 4th floor.
Huh?
Then we can get into the data center now?
I see.
Interesting. But why did the new, now deceased have that key on them? I suppose we'll just have to go to the data center and find out. Yeah, I think you're right. Here we are. Looks like the door is still unlocked. Hey, so when you open that door, there's not gonna be another huge kaboom like before, right? You're asking that question now? Don't worry, we have Makoto. What?
In other words...
It's in your hands. Again? It means I trust you. That's an absolute lie. I'm just being used. Hello, Toko. I reached out and put my hand on the door. I closed my eyes and tried to clear my mind. With a silent prayer, I slowly opened the door. Warum nicht Toko? Warum macht Toko die Tür nicht auf? Ich meine, die hat schon mal eine Explosion überlebt. Nothing happened. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. Ooh. In a word, the room was strange. I mean, all the rooms up till now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. Here, the fear was lurking beneath the surface. The room was filled with that kind of dread.
What?
Hey, that's... Here extended a trembling hand and pointed. Look at all those monitors on the wall. Look what they're showing. Each monitor displayed a different section of the school. The dorms, the classrooms, every part of the school was covered. This is...
What?
It's a direct feed from every single surveillance camera. All the cameras in the school feed back into this room, and they're displayed here on these monitors.
So that's it.
So the sole purpose of this room is to watch us. To watch us?
Huh?
Then this room is...
It's all clear now.
The Mastermind's private room, without a doubt. Mastermind's room. I guess that makes sense. So the Mastermind was here. Watching us. And I think this settles it. Huh? The body in the garden. If they had the key to this room, it can only mean one thing. That was the body of Mukuro Ikusaba, and she was the Mastermind.
Huh?
That the Mastermind is dead? Like, really dead? It would seem so.
What?
For serious? It's too bad they had to go and die before Master could kill them himself. The Mastermind is dead? Could that really be true? Does it mean it's all over? Because, I mean, that body. Whatever happened, they obviously didn't die a natural death. So, who was that?
But
if the Mastermind really is dead,
whoa!
that means we can finally get out of this hellhole.
How about that?
Gotta hurry up and find the exit. Come on.
That's enough.
No, we have to check this area thoroughly first.
Huh?
Oh, but what about the exit? If the Mastermind truly is dead, we can leave whenever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the Mastermind set up this life or death game in the first place. And I'm bothered by the fact that the Mastermind was obviously murdered.
What?
Murdered? So you think so too, huh?
Naturally.
Ich meine, da steckt ein Messer im Bauch. Okay, könnte auch Selbstmord gewesen sein, wer weiß. The state of the corpse makes it plain as day. There's absolutely no doubt. The Mastermind was murdered.
But
Why's it gotta be that way? I mean, who could have even done it?
Such ignorance.
That's exactly why I said we need to investigate the purpose and identity of the Mastermind.
I'm telling you!
Now do you understand, useless insect? You're banned from talking to Master ever again. Mastermind's purpose and why they were killed. This room may very well hold the answer to those questions. After all, the Mastermind must have spent who knows how much time here. Arakiri. Ja, aber... eine gewisse Ehre hier zu behalten oder so, ist ja auch nicht wirklich... Also, würde keinen Sinn machen. Da fehlt das Motiv sozusagen. Beziehungsweise es wäre noch nicht ganz klar. Na, schauen wir mal weiter. Okay, then let us begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the Mastermind. Da ist eine Tür, die interessiert mich. This door is kinda creepy. It's got a picture of Monokuma on it. What could be inside? No luck. Door's locked, huh? What if we use the key that opened this room? Let's give it a try, just in case. Nope, no good. It won't even fit in the keyhole. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. The mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us. Yeah, I guess we're right. Can't stop thinking about the door with Monokuma's picture on it. But worrying about it isn't gonna do me any good. Hina's right. The mastermind's gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. Why was the mastermind murdered? To figure that out, we need to find out the identity and purpose of the mastermind. There's nothing showing up on this one. Oh, hey, look, next to the TV. Isn't it a TV antenna?
How about that?
It is. It's just like the one my grandma uses. It's totally one of those high-def antennas. Wait, so if we hook up that antenna, we could watch TV? Huh? Did someone say TV?
You know?
Well, Saturday morning Hina's here. Oh, are you talking about me?
Okay.
Anyway, if we can watch TV, let's do it. Come on.
You know?
Are you all starved for info from the outside world, huh? Right, let me work my magic and you'll be quantum leaping your way to TV land before you know it. I mean, I get the reference, but what's he talking about? Ja, hier, dann mach doch. So you think you can fix the TV?
You know?
Just a little longer. What, you really want to watch TV that bad? Another Saturday morning kill here. Okay. Toko, du hast gefunden.
What's your problem?
Hurry up and find something for Master. Such halt selbst, Toko. Jeez, I can't believe how many monitors there are. My eyes are flickering as fast as they are.
Okay.
Hey, still don't have the TV fixed?
You know?
Just give me some time, okay? Gotta make sure we can drive Spaceship Earth safely. I think I know what you're trying to say, but I also think I have no idea. Okay. There's a bunch of computers all lined up. They look like high-performance PCs, nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. They're all on, but they seem to be locked. So, why we can't do anything? Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in? What century are you from? The mastermind must have been using these to monitor the network and Alter Ego. You may well be right about that.
What?
But there's no point in thinking about it now. You're right. Nee, da wollte ich nicht. There's really a ridiculous number of monitors here. And the mastermind's been using them all to spy on us. As long as I have this. Huh? Look at Master go. It's like a feast for the eyes. How much is a monthly membership?
You know?
Huh? Oh. What's wrong? Good news for all you Saturday morning kiddies out there. I think I got the TV working. Really? Now all we gotta do is switch it on.
What?
Nah, switch. Then do it. Freaking idiot, mastermind. All you guys need to cut free from your regrets of the outside world.
What the heck?
And they were sitting here watching TV the whole time. They really thought they could get away with it. Yay, Fernsehen. What? This is... It's the feed coming from the surveillance camera monitoring this room, isn't it? Kann man also nicht
What the
vorspulen?
heck?
Kann man in die Zukunft gucken? Oh, that's weird.
Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
That's really weird, huh? You are weird. Weird in every way possible. And not just weird, super weird.
But
this TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. So how's it showing the camera feed?
Well...
Did you try changing the channel? Oh, good idea. Let's give that a try. Here went through each channel one by one. But on every channel it was just us. So funktioniert das nicht. Schade. It was a live feed of us standing there in the data center.
what the heck?
Is it broken or something?
Could it be...
No, there must be some kind of trick to it. Some weird setup.
A trick? What kind of trick?
Actually...
I'm not sure, but... Huh?
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 What?
Been away, you friggin' bastards!
Monokuma? How? You're supposed to be dead?
Me? Dad? Don't be frickin' stupid!
What?
Hey, you're acting kinda strange. Something seems different.
Of course.
Of course I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already.
Not even. It's been like half a day at most. How you alive again?
Oh yeah, that's it. The look on your face right now is sublime. That's what I wanted to see, the moment you went from hope to despair.
Don't tell me you pretended to be dead, all for this moment.
Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. I mean, that's totally laughable. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh now.
Well now.
And that's that.
Shing!
Well, it's almost time to cut off your past, so full of hope, and begin to despair at the future ahead of you. I want you to all have way more fun in this killing game.
Can't be serious. We have to keep going?
Let me out of here!
No, we were supposed to get out of here.
Get out of here? Are you still obsessed with getting out of here?
Unbelievable.
How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides,
Yep.
this life isn't all bad, you know. I mean, there's stuff you won't like about life no matter where you are.
Are you serious? This place is the worst.
If it's the worst, doesn't mean you're in despair.
Well now.
Phew, I'm pooped from all that laughing. I guess I'll just get to the point now.
The point?
Hey,
You guys really struck gold when you found the TV. Yes, indeed, the TV's an essential part of your school life here.
What?
I knew it was hiding a secret of some kind.
What the heck?
But I connected the antenna, so why is it just showing us the surveillance feed?
Look how attentive they are now. Well then, I'm gonna let you in on a blood-gushing secret and tell you about it. Ta-da! That TV is absolutely, without a doubt, displaying the signal coming in on the antenna.
Huh, but what does that mean?
what the heck?
It's displaying the signal, but it's just us standing here.
Unbelievable.
You're so stupid, don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you.
Thrills, chills, kills!
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV.
What?
Extreme!
This killing game is being broadcast live through the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV.
Doesn't matter how many times you say it, I don't know what's it supposed to mean. I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not sure I'd understand the deeper meaning. What? Broadcast live to the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this?
But that's...
It can't be. Have they taken over the airwaves somehow?
Oh no!
Camera feed is being broadcast? No way, that's impossible.
Phew!
That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system, you know that? All you need is one weird trick that I found, and hijacking the airwaves is easy mode.
Are you being serious right now?
Of course!
I heard a kind of creaking, but the sound was coming from my own mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean, my mind had begun to creak and groan.
Hey,
Everything has meaning, you know. All those hints I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries. Even me learned you're here right now. Why would I do any of that without a reason? It was all for my captive audience, to show them true despair like they'd never seen it before. I became the director of a despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show, the best in despair entertainment.
What are you saying?
You're lying. If this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy. Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't have tried to come and rescue us.
Actually,
What if they already did?
Huh?
yes indeed.
But then again, it's not really any of their business, right? Sure, some people might yell at their TV to try and warn you, but who would actually come here to help? Don't you think that's possible? I don't really know personally though, so whatever.
This can't be.
But to take control of all communications like that, you'd need an astronomical amount of resources.
Yep, so how could things have come this far? Well, that's a secret. There's something you all need to do first, remember?
What?
Of course.
Yeah, duh. There's a little business of...
A body has been discovered.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Huh? Class trial? Do you mean?
It's the Monokuma file!
I'll leave the next Monokuma file right here. Everyone give it all you've got, okay?
Heart-pounding excitement!
Okay, things are gonna get pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a ride.
Can't wait! I can't wait!
And then he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible, the truth hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. I couldn't think. It took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. I don't understand any of this. What's despair entertainment and how is he still alive?
I'm sick of this.
I thought that finally we could get out of here. And plus, what did he say about a class trial?
Stop talking.
Well, that's part's obvious. The class trial is the class trial. What it means is that at this point, we have to figure out who the culprit is. Figure out who killed Kyoko. What?
What the heck?
What are you talking about? I thought Mikuru Ikuzawa was the one who died. The victim was a female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. And if Monokuma is still alive and active, that means that the mastermind, Mikuru Ikuzawa, isn't dead. So naturally, that body can't belong to her, so it must be Kyoko. There's no other possibility. Body's Kyoko's? Kyoko's been murdered? No, it's not possible, because I don't know anything about her yet. I don't even know who she really is. To have it end like this? I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Quiet.
Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself? Anyway, we'd better begin.
But...
If we're gonna have a class trial, then that means the killer.
That's right.
Correct. It must be someone participating in our school life. Wait, so you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no. But you just said...
Stop talking.
I don't have time to explain now. There's a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. That is how this game works, after all. Well, I'd better start by checking out the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They'd also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually is. The unidentified body, could it really be Kyoko? Or... I have no choice. I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened, or we are all dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime, back to the garden. Okay. Jo. Ja, ich denke mal, ja, 40 Minuten sollten wir auf jeden Fall Untersuchung fertig haben. Da können wir dann am Freitag, ja, hier Dingens, Gerichtsverhandlungszeug machen. Okay, time to get started. I need to check anywhere that may be important from one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do. Well, if I check the body more thoroughly, maybe then I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. Ja, ich schreib's dir, wenn wir hier fertig sind. Huh, there's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. They seem like they'd get in the way of normal activity. Fake nails. There's also something on the back of her right hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burned, so I can't make out the whole thing, but it looks like it's a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before. Tattoo on the right hand. Yeah. Upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. That's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on the part that was on fire, the top half, the bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? Exploded body analysis. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it, which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? Don't think I've seen what? The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burned up. There's only one little piece left. Okay. These look like fragments or something. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like it before. But where? Wait, was it there? I'll have to double check that later. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this? Must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body from front to back. Does that mean this knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife, it looks really familiar. Wait, is this? That's it. It's the knife that person was holding. This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And that same knife was used to stab the same masked attacker we found here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because... when they attacked, I was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife. And maybe then I... And if this really is Kyoko, it would mean Kyoko is the one that attacked me. But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way. Huh. This is the panel that controls sprinklers. They're set to turn on at 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said the time positively couldn't be changed. Huh? Hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then, if the body was here before then, the sprinklers should have gotten it wet. Which would mean the murder must have taken place. Monitore. Remember, there were some chickens in the chicken coop. I count 4 chickens. 1 chicken. 2 chicken. 4?
Yo!
What's going on, Makoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course, there were precisely 5. Yeah, right?
Huh?
What's wrong? There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short.
Huh?
That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared.
But...
I was down here just before nighttime last night and there were definitely 5 chickens then.
What?
Well, what are you gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world.
Conspiracy!
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore Hiro and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? Chicken. So who does the body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't wanna faint anymore. Listen, Makoto, do you remember how the body looked, you know, before it blew up? If I remember right, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody. But for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Ah, thanks. That was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better too. So thank you too. Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. What do you want to talk about?
So, in other words...
I'd like to hear your alibi. The alibi?
In other words...
Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. But why are you asking about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it?
Naturally.
Isn't obvious. The murder took place after nighttime. How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone, so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here.
In other words...
So the murder could only have taken place at some point during nighttime, after I left the garden. However, Choco, Hiro, Hina and I were in the gym together the entire last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. And at that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all 4 of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
That's right.
If the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well.
What?
But you never came to the door, so where precisely were you? I'm telling you the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so that's hardly an alibi. I know. So, what now? You seem to be at quite the disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? It's 11 o'clock right now. Oh, okay, and?
For serious?
Oh, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock as usual, and I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to go get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. That's right, it had to have been right around 9 o'clock.
You know?
Now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 AM. Okay, my job's done. That's a pretty small job. When the body was found. Just to be sure, I should take a look at the who sheet. This room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, a pretty stereotypical two shit. Is this a tarp? Wait, was there tarp in here before? I should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime. But the underside is totally clean and completely dry. One side of the top is wet and dry. Something about that bothers me. That's one thing in here that concerns me. Okay, don't game that wieder. I think I've checked everything I need to in this area, but I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically that fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true. Was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. But the key to her room...
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I could allow you bla 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 bla. Ja, Byakuya hat den Schlüssel von Kyokos Raum. Zimmer. Zeug. I don't have a choice, I have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. Byakuya, ich brauche den Schlüssel. Byakuya, if you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later at the class trial. Oh no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all.
What?
Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then, will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later, and we'll see.
Goodbye.
Depending on my mood, I may go with you. Or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay, then in the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. Dieser eine ganz bestimmte Raum. Monokuma's laying dismantled on the floor, but I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
I just found something. What is it? It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure.
What?
A bomb? And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about that. The fragments I found in the garden. Fragments near a dead body. Okay, I've checked everything else I can think of. All that's left now is Kyoko's room. I should head back to the garden and ask Byakuya. 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 Gehst du mit mir zum Zimmer? You think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Ah, wait for me! Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms. Byakuya, warte auf mich. Oh, Byakuya. Well then, here we go. Byakuya took out the key and slid it into the keyhole, and then... then it's open. Looks like it. Thanks. Dankeschön, Byaku. Byaku. Yaki. Babgakya. So, this is Kyoko's room. Sieht recht einsam aus. There's something on the table. It's a woodblock decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers at those really traditional public bath houses use them for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. That doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's certainly possible.
But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. The dojo? Woodblock key. Here's a bet. I don't see anything interesting here. At least not as far as the case is concerned. Okay, dann gehen wir halt wieder. Dojo. Oder auch nicht. Byakuya, können wir zum Dojo gehen?
What?
You wanted to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing in particular. I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. A clue that might help us understand Kyoko.
Come on.
You can't be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here. Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete. Something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete? Oh, I know! Earlier Kyoko gave me something. Oh, what's this?
It's true.
Consider a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet, only open it if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it! What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it.
Interesting.
Well, something has certainly happened, so open it. Oh, okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets.
What?
That's all that was in there. Yeah, it looks like it. Under the sheets. What could it be? Huh! But could something be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets, I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Class 78, Student Registry. Mukuro Ikuzawa.
I see.
It appears to be Mukuro Ikuzawa's profile. Yeah, looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room along with the key.
God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and stars. That's it.
This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said that death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Name: Mukuro Ikuzawa. Sex: female. The ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she'd received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Kuro's profile. The ultimate soldier, a mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That was how I saw things as just an ordinary person. But then...
I see.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Huh? You recognize it?
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. What they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. It's all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say, I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says that Fenrir has already.
Found it!
What? I feel like our hero is becoming a big player and a big player is becoming our hero.
Ah, it's you!
What?
Oh, what have you got in your pretty little hand there?
What?
Uh-oh, you found her profile?
So, what if we did?
Hey!
Don't
Come on now!
Don't freak out on me, I'm not gonna hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Mizogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous, you know.
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours.
Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself.
Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course!
Absolutely. I can't have you complaining about how unfair it is. How unfair it all is. Now can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting?
Interesting?
It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got together in the main hall way back when, there were 15 people there, right? I think the first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all.
Misunderstanding, are you saying?
in other words...
That's right, there weren't actually 15 of you.
Yes, indeed!
The total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16.
16 then.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Ich glaube, Fenrir hört sich mehr nach einem Wolf an.
The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
The 16th student, Mukuro Ikuzawa. She's part of the school life. So the one making all the regulations is...
Why?
Huh?
Do you say something?
Why are you telling us this?
Oh, well, because... like I told you, if this killing game is desperately popular, you wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know.
Yes, indeed!
Make sense?
Well now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you.
Revenge?
I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm gonna share a little secret with you.
Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but... she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see.
What?
Okay, now that's all you get.
Kyoko wears the gloves to cover up a bunch of scars. Wait, so on the back of her hand. The tattoo. Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said they were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves, to hide the scars. Which means... those fake nails on the corpse. Thinking about Kyoko again. Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap?
Such ignorance.
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student
That's
here.
right.
Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules through the game. But why would he tell us that, and why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro is related to the
It's
case.
certainly possible.
Perhaps she's the one who killed Kyoko. What? That will explain why she would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game. Mukuro is the killer? She killed Kyoko? Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Mukuro Ikuzawa isn't the culprit. Huh? What makes you say that? Without Mukuro, the ultimate despair was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point.
So in other words...
Mukuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. It makes more sense than to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way I say it definitely does seem possible, but if it's really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if that key and the dojo really are connected.
Let's go.
Well, are you coming? Dojo. Okay, Untersuchung sollte relativ bald zu Ende sein. There are wooden lockers here. They use woodblock keys just like those super traditional public bathhouses. It looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of those lockers.
I see.
Makoto, do you see the locker farthest to the right?
Very strange.
That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found in that locker, right?
That's right.
Well, just try it. Okay. I took out the woodblock key and inserted it into the locker's metal lock, and locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened. Ooh. There are arrows in here. It looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they are nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Oh, there's something else inside the locker. It's a wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what this was used for. Is that a blood stain?
I see.
If it is, that means it must surely be related to the case. This duct tape is related to the case somehow? But how could it possibly be involved? I think that's all the locker has to offer for now. Something wrong?
Very strange.
It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps... Byakuya? Forget it. Come on, we need to continue on to the next location. What next location?
What?
There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. Fenrir, you mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was a part of? But how was I supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in this school would you go to do research on something? Research? Are you talking about the archive? That's right, the archive has all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. Okay. I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Byakuya seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand, and went straight to a shelf in the back. Here we go. He quickly returned with a file in hand.
I see.
Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever. I'll read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt in 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the wolf of a Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into an enemy, into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they'd acquired. Some, however, believe there was mounting internal tension within the group, and they simply imploded.
What?
What is it? This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality, the only reality. These people are part of our world. The battlefields aren't much different from our lives here, an unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it, the report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right, it said Fenrir is the wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they are a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir. Could that mean? Ding dong bing bong. Okay.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us, organisms, the earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial.
Yay!
So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later.
Then the time has come. All I can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class
That's
trial.
right.
It would seem that way. Let's go. Monokuma ein bisschen. Kleine existenzielle Krise. Oh, Byakuya and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were never investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Makoto's ranked high enough for you to for you guys to go off together? Just the two of you?
Huh?
What, are you jealous?
Hey.
Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
What?
Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second. He could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But we stood there for 5 full minutes waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again? What should we do? Should we keep waiting here or...
Oh, what?
What?
Jesus!
Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that?
What? I made you wait? You've got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait.
Huh?
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here, now can we?
What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you.
Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now.
If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look.
Hey,
I'm here, and no rule's been broken. Kyoko? Kyoko, you're still alive? No, that's a ghost! Stop talking.
If you want to fight, do it at the class trial. You need to save some of the fun for later, right?
What?
But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong?
You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later.
shing!
No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you.
When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko? So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank God, I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right, now we've got to deal with a ghost. I told you stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me. Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long.
But
I'll be happy when this trial is all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Aber mit den anderen können wir gar nicht mehr reden. Okay. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So
Correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed this announcement because of that. sagte. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then, when did you find out?
So...
Just now. I finished my search and came back down, just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
However...
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to.
Wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words...
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What?
Just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before you get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
We can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now I just want to focus on surviving our current situation.
It would seem...
Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. The class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
But if that's all... Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. And the door slid shut. This time the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes. But it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Let's get on with the show.
And so the curtain opened for the fifth time. Deadly Zeug. Yeah. Okay, so gehen wir nochmal alle Informationen durch und dann dürfte Formular bis Freitag ausfüllen. Wer eurer Meinung nach denn diese Person umgebracht hat. Okay. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The explosion has burned the upper half of the body beyond recognition. The upper half of the body remained on fire and had to be extinguished. Because of this, the upper half was soaking wet, while the bottom half remained dry. The body was wearing notably long fake nails. The body had a tattoo of a dog on the back of the right hand. There were bits of charred debris near the body. It should be noted that the bomb, which had been removed from Monokuma in the gym, had disappeared. It's hard to imagine these two events are unrelated. The sprinklers are programmed to come on every morning at 7:30, and this time is impossible to change. As such, it can be assumed that if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, it would have gotten wet. 7 AM, Makoto wakes up to the morning announcement. 7:30 AM, Makoto and Aoi arrive in the dining hall. 7:30 till 9 AM, Makoto meets the others in the gym and together they head to the headmaster's room. 9 AM, Toko is told to find the pickaxe in the garden, where she discovers the body. The knife found near the body was the same knife that was used to stab it before the explosion. It is also the same knife that Toko had given to Makoto for safekeeping, and the knife the masked assailant was holding when they attacked Makoto. The tarp was hidden among the other items in the tool shed. One side was wet and filthy with mud and grime. The other side was completely clean and dry. The number of chickens in the chicken coop had decreased from 5 to 4. Yasuhiro claims there were without a doubt 5 chickens just before night time last night, and yet... Byakuya stated that there was no corpse in the garden just after night time last night, so it can be assumed the murder must have taken place sometime after that. Byakuya also said that he, Yasuhiro, Toko and Aoi were in the gym the entire night and none of them were alone at any point. The corpse had a mask covering its head and a white jacket covering the body. A knife had been thrust into the abdomen and there were bloodstains around the wound. The body had stopped bleeding, but the blood was still wet. It was noted, however, that there was no blood on the ground around the body. Mukuro Ikuzawa, female, known as the Ultimate Soldier. She became obsessed with the military from a young age. She disappeared while on vacation in Europe and reappeared in Japan 3 years later. Apparently, every member of Fenrir gets a tattoo somewhere on their body to represent their membership in the group. Apparently, the killing game began with 16 participants, all students. It is assumed that Mukuro Ikuzawa was the 16th student. Monokuma also revealed that the reason Kyoko wears gloves is to hide something she doesn't want anyone to see. Na, der hat gesagt, der hat Narben gesagt und nicht etwas. Also sind Narben. This woodblock decoration was found in Kyoko's room. It looks like it's actually the key to one of the lockers in the dojo. A set of titanium arrows was found in the dojo locker. There appear to be 10 in total. Along with the arrows, there was also a wadded up ball of duct tape in the locker. The duct tape had traces of blood on it. It's assumed that this is related to the case, but nobody can imagine how. Kyoko used Monokuma's secret tool, which grants access to any room in the school, to sneak into the second floor of the dorms. This area seems to have no monitors or security cameras. Okay, das wären soweit die ganzen Beweismittel, Hinweise und so weiter. Okay. Ja. Ich gebe euch dann jetzt gleich noch den Link zum Formular. Zeug, Fragebogen, wie auch immer. Und ja, dann dürft ihr euch mal bis Freitag ein bisschen Kopf zu brechen. Ah ja, und Rizos, die schreibe ich gleich noch. Wegen Zeug. Welches ist der 5. Ja. Okay. Da haben wir da alle. Jo. Gut. Schickt mal das mal. So.